Now, I consider McCain to be cut from the same cloth that I'm cut from. That's a long, sensual blanket. He seemed like a good man. I know he was a good man. Whether or not he cleared enough fog in his life is between him and the Lord now. But, with all that being said, you eventually have to die, as we all die. And death is just another thing that keeps us running. Running from what? I don't know. Life?
You know, it's hard enough in your careers, in your jobs, in the rat race that you go through. It's hard enough working every day and studying and clearing the own fog in your own lives.
Yes, sir.
It's hard enough just being a person and just getting through life fulfilled and happy and compassionate and creative and full of love. It's hard enough to make these things happen without damn lizard people putting chemicals to make you scream and shout.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. We are screaming right now, but it is not because of chemtrails. It is not because of alien landings. It's not because of shadow puppeteers from the background governing our very way of life. It is because we are mad. And for the first time in our life, me and Dickie, we have a goal. We are focused. We are going to take everyone down.
Oh, Mr. Bricks, I think it's only natural. I think it's only reasonable to get mad when you got lizard people trying to turn you into lizards, and you got zombies trying to turn you into zombies. I don't eat brains, Mr. Bricks. I eat hamburgers and hot dogs.
Damn it, the hot dog that we're eating today, this is a bratwurst. It's a brat of truth. She's thick, she's frothy, and she's full of it tonight. Now, I'm going to tell you something that I don't talk about a lot, and that's the fact that I get mad real easy about things that I'm not sure about. And this is something I'm really not sure about. And I don't think that in all my life, I've never been so mad at anything as much as I've been mad at President Donald Trump's audacity to be so willfully ignorant about the people around him.
There's too much fucking fog, Mr. Bricks. There's too much fog today. I don't even know if we should have done the show because I'm too mad and I got tears running out of my face.
We can't keep doing this every single fucking week. We get so gosh darn mad.
Somebody's got to do it.
Well, anyways.
All right, on to the next thing. For the next little bit of the segment, we're just going to have some rain. So, rain sounds now. And we're back. Yeah, okay. It's good to
feel good now. A lot better.
Clearing the fog is good. Exposing the shadow governments, but sometimes you just want some soothing rain sounds.
Hey guys, I know you're deep in this episode and trying to clear your mind with today's fog clears, but we just got to take a quick minute to rep our sponsors over at Shoney's. It's what's for dinner, breakfast, and lunch. Shoney's. Come on down. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging around and listening through our sponsors for this week's episode. I think we're going to lighten the mood for a little bit. Let's talk about what we did this weekend. I'll start. This weekend I decided to, I went down south. I'm pretty good at games. I decided I want to be part of a competition for a Madden tournament down in Jacksonville, Florida this weekend. And, I got there, and then I'd be damned if I did not forget my controller, Dickie. And then I heard a bunch of sounds, and I just got in my car, and I turned back around. Drove all the way back up here and, just watched a lot of The Office. Love that show.
Was that a Madden tournament?
Oh, yeah. I love Madden.
Was this the one where the shooting happened?
Wait. Shooting? The only shooting that was... Oh. Can we look that up?
You don't know about this, Tyson?
Oh, no.
Okay. I gotta show you this. I can't believe you haven't heard of this. Okay, let me find an article on it. This one says, Florida shooting survivors describe mad rush to escape gunman.
There's my car in the picture.
From ABC News. That is your car.
Zoom in on that car. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks good.
Yeah, that's a brand new Nissan.
Yeah. You put it in the wash, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and read the article, and we can reflect and contemplate and give thanks to his name that you are alive and here to clear the fog with me, sir.
I can't believe I've never been part of the fog to clear. I usually clear others' fog.
Yeah. Sometimes the tables get turned, I guess. Okay, so starting the article, Taylor Poindexter and Marquis Williams spent over 4 hours a day preparing for Sunday's Madden NFL 19 tournament in Jacksonville, Florida.
I was putting in 6, but whatever.
But an quote-unquote eternity trying to escape with their lives after a disgruntled competitor opened fire on those in the restaurant. Quote, "We went to the bar to order a pizza, so no more than probably 2 or 3 minutes sitting at the bar, we just hear a pop, and it sounded like a balloon," unquote.
Yeah, I thought there was just a bunch of balloons in that building, but I don't like balloons. I get a little scared of them.
The Jacksonville police have identified the gunman as David Katz, a 24-year-old resident of Baltimore.
David?
Yeah, why?
You mean Brett?
Yeah, I'm reading that his name was Brett.
No. Brett texted me, and he was like, "Hey man, you still coming to this competition?" And I said, "You know it." And then I forgot my controller, had to turn back around. Okay, well, let me just go ahead and clear the fog on this. Oh no, I don't. You know, I've been put in many predicaments before, but I don't think I can talk my way out of this one. So, to everyone that was affected, we here are truly sorry, and our thoughts are with you in this time. And I don't think I'm ever going to play video games again, Dickie. And I think you should never play a video game again in your life as well.
But I love video games.
Like what?
You got me, Tyson. I don't know any games.
The only game I've seen you play is Simpsons Monopoly. And I look at you and I say, son, you can't play that game on your own. And I see you moving them pieces all around that board. You're rolling the dice and you're picking up cards and you're just playing it. And it's kind of sad because you seem like a little touched in the head whenever you play by yourself like that. And I just get worried about you. And, me and your mama were talking the other night. And she said, get out of my house. And I said, but your son, I need him. And she said, no, I'm calling the cops. And that's why I'm here when she's not.
Yeah.
That way you ain't got to play them board games by yourself, son.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't appreciate you always taking Bart, but, father figures like yourself only come along.
Once a millennia.
Yeah.
That's what I told you.
But, okay, so Tyson, you didn't know this bread guy too well, did you?
Yeah, we chatted on, during games, and God, he just gets so mad every time he lost. He'd be like, I'm getting so mad. I don't like to lose. Okay. It's like, damn, it's just a game, son.
Yeah, I guess he should have been told that, but I'm not so sure it was that simple. Mr. Bricks, I think this may be a case of the student becoming the master, but did you not notice anything about this guy or his nickname? It was Bread.
Are you about to clear the fog, Dickie?
You didn't suspect a thing, did you, sir?
Oh my God, I can't believe I've been so blind the entire time. Come to think about it, there's pictures of him that I saw, and his eyes are just dead.
Yep, lizard eyes, right?
Mm-hmm, old lizard eyes.
Well, look, your first clue should have been the bread. What do you use bread to make?
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
Right.
And what goes in the middle of sandwiches?
More bread.
No, it's meat. He's a meat monster, a lizard guy. Come on. Oh, I can't believe you didn't see it. I'm gonna be the one teaching you one of these days, Tyson.
Well, you just shut your fucking mouth right there because you don't have access to the libraries that I have access to. Now, do you think it's weird that this is just another shooting perpetrated by a white man?
Well, I don't know. Why?
Well, let's go back. We go back and we see the Aurora, Illinois shooting in the theater. We see Sandy Hook. We see the Las Vegas shootings, all perpetrated by white men. Most of them under some kind of pharmaceutical enhancements that have rendered them clinically insane. Now, a lot of people think that these were all perpetrated by the government, but I think these were perpetrated by Big Pharma. I'm talking Ambien. I'm talking Cialis. I'm talking Clorox bleach wipes. All these guys are looped in, turning these men's brains into shit, causing them to go clinically insane.
Wow.
You put that and you vape it.
Well, guess they call you the Bricks for a reason.
I set them up and knock them down. Alright, back to lightheartedness. Well, I started going on Tinder, trying to find myself a lady, someone that can get down with the fog. And I went on 2 dates. I took the first one to Arby's, and she said, "Is this really where you're going to take me?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, because here at Arby's, they've got the meat." And I looked at her and I said, "I too also have the meat." She said, "Take me home right now." And I did. I'm just trying to find love, and your mom, she ain't ready to move forward and make me your dad for real this time, not by proxy.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Tinder, though. You know what Tinder is, right?
Tell me, you're young. Tell me.
Well, you know these people who get on Tinder all the time, and then they're having fun, they're getting laid, they don't have any attachments, life is just one big game, and then, most of these people, they go missing, right? They're on Tinder, then they go missing after they have some fun. Well, the name is sort of a code word, okay? Because what's really Tinder for the elites is human flesh. They say it's the most tender of meats. That was sort of a saying. You would get clues of it if you watched the news before this century, around 2005 and before that. You watch the news, they talk about people being tender, Like back then, if Britney Spears was covered on the news, they'd say, "We got a hot new star here, she's tender." You go back to Elvis Presley, they say, "We got a new dancing pop star. Look at the way he moves his hips. He's a tender new soul." All these celebrities were described as tender, and that was really the lizard shadow elites trying to say that they wanted to eat these people.
Right.
These people were appetizers.
And I'm glad you brought this up, because I didn't think that your mind was awake enough to even realize the concept of cannibalism in today's society brought to you forth by your cell phones, by CNN, which, as we all know, stands for Clean Now Ned. Now, Ned stands for Nobody Eats Debbie. Debbie stands for Dear Everybody Bite Inside Everything. This all goes back and forth with each other, that the liberal government leftist socialist elites are trying to eat the young. Back in the day, we had the pop stars, we had the musicians, we had movie stars. We had Renee Zellweger. We had Tom Cruise. And these people would give their bodies to the demon democracy that was put forth by the shadow governments, by George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., Jeb Bush, Martha Bush, and of course
George Bush the third.
The unknown Bush, who's still alive, 168 years old, frozen beneath Disney World.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't doubt that all these celebrities are tender and juicy, but I don't want to eat them because I am a human. I'm not a lizard. I'm a capitalist. So I'll eat hamburgers instead. Mr. Bricks, I love you. I respect you. I love you like a dad. It's like you're my dad, but I gotta say, please stop using the Tinder because I don't want my dad to get eaten. I don't think anyone does. So, anyway, let's lighten up the mood with some jokes. What do you say?
Let's do it.
We each have one today, and, it's fun to clear the fog, but it's also fun to tell a couple jokes every now and then. Okay, so, here's my joke. Tyson, what do you get when you cross a lib lizard with a globalist goblin?
What?
You get the hell out of there, because that's some scary shit. Yeah. Okay.
All right, now.
A joke from me?
All right. Hey, Dickie, where's Hillary Clinton's house located?
Where?
Up on Capitol Hill. She would have killed us all.
Yeah. She would have killed us all. But anyway. So, fun times are over. Back to fog clearing.
You can never be too happy. You gotta stay paranoid.
Okay. So, speaking of Hillary, by the way, we should let people know that when Trump calls her Crooked Hillary, he doesn't just mean it metaphorically, okay? And we instruct the listener here to look up pictures of her and inspect closely to see what we're talking about. Because you look at her, we're looking at a picture of her right now, okay? Look at it with us. We're zooming in here, and she actually is physically crooked, okay?
All right, now, Dickie, what I want you to do right now is I need you to get that picture. Now, I'm going to need you to zoom in on the twist on that spine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it, Mr. Bricks. I'm zooming in, and she really is... Wait, no, this is a picture of my mom.
God damn it, Dickie. All right, now zoom in on your mom.
No, we're done with her. Cut the audio for a second. Mr. Bricks,
Yeah.
my real dad didn't love her this much, okay?
She's a lot to love. She's 455 pounds.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
All right. Speaking of pins. God damn.
Okay, now moving on to this day in history. I'm going to pull up here things that have happened on this day in history at different years, and we're going to look at it. We're going to look at what the liberals tell us and their news sites, but then we'll also, give our own special truth to it, the real truth. Clear the fog on these events a little bit. So, supposedly, on this day in 479 BC, in the Greco-Persian Wars, right? If these things even happened, the Battle of Plataea, Persian forces led by Mardonius routed by Greek army under Pausanias, whatever, together with Greek success at Battle of Mycale, halts Persian invasion of Greece.
Dickie, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I've told many of my fans and my listeners, that if you can't pronounce it or read it, then it is not true.
Okay, and then, this one reeks to the top of fog. We got to clear this shit. Okay, in 1965, on this day, the Beatles spend an evening with, guess who? Elvis Presley.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
How much evil could you have in one room?
I know. No, well, we have 4 evil people there, right? When everybody arrives, the Beatles, and then you have Elvis Presley there. But when 4 evil people when they all arrive, and when they leave, 5 evil people. They converted him. He was a good Southern boy before that. A good American conservative Christian capitalist.
John, Paul, George, Ringo, and Jenga, the 16 members of the Beatles, And what they did is they did drugs, bad ones too. I'm talking acid. I'm talking magical mushrooms found from the forest that which evil had brought forth to them and from them at the time.
Yeah, they had an album and a movie called Magical Mystery Tour. But guess what? Wasn't no mystery. Y'all were smoking. Y'all were drinking.
And they went on a tour.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they did. Yeah. There's no conspiracy there. They did tour a lot. Musicians.
Maybe there's not a lot of fog.
Yeah, not a lot of fog with the touring part. But here's where the fog comes in, okay? Elvis Presley, and I instruct our listeners to get on YouTube or maybe a less socialist video sharing website.
Yes, sir.
And look up videos of Elvis Presley before today's date, August 27th in 1965. Before that date, you watch him dance, you watch him move those hips. How do they move? They move right to left, right to left. He always starts moving them to the right and goes left. After that day, he starts left and goes right. That was symbolic of him being indoctrinated into the socialist agenda of the Beatles and all those other commies. And, from that day forward, before that, he only did the good drugs, like the speed that you get at the store.
Stacker twos.
Yeah. It was kind of like meth or Adderall. It was one of the good drugs. After that day, he started smoking grass, started eating ass, and started popping pills, started popping LSD and the B-52s. And he was just a commie after that point. Soon after that, he just totally went the way of the Beatles, started dressing all funky. And
God, you're making me so proud.
Yeah, because you love me. And after that, he started dressing funky. He started talking to Richard Nixon, Dick Nixon, famous football player, famous runner.
Was to me is so symbolic is you had mentioned he went from doing right to left with a hip swinging, from going left to right. Now the significance in that I don't think you've caught on to is the Satanism in all this, the left hand path, and how he started taking that path. He may have been a right-handed boy, but he was on the left-hand path, and that was all signified by that left hip thrust and what that meant. See, Elvis was a Satanist spy sent into our TV channels